excited to be with you today. I thought it'd be so much fun if I came to you from my living room because I figured you would be in your living room too. How fun. Now we're going to sing some awesome songs. We're going to hear an amazing Bible story that leads us up to Easter, which is next week. Can y'all believe that Easter is only 1 week away? It's one of my favorite holidays, and I'm so excited for what we're going to do next Sunday, so I hope you'll join us. Now, before we get to singing our songs, I just wanted to share a little story that happened to me this week. Maybe you can relate, okay? So a couple weeks ago, I went to the grocery store to just do my normal grocery shopping and get some essential things like some paper towels because I'm really messy, my kids are really messy, my husband's pretty messy, and then also to get some toilet paper. And I'm so grateful that I got this when I did because now it's so hard to get. But who doesn't need toilet paper, right? And then one other thing I decided to get was something that brought me joy because, you know, if we're gonna be at home by ourselves with our family, with our siblings, then I need something that's gonna bring me some joy, okay? Especially like first thing in the morning. So I bought Lucky Charms, okay? Who else loves Lucky Charms? Like, I love all of it, not just like picking out the marshmallows. I eat the whole thing with lots of milk, drink the milk at the end. It's amazing. I love it. Okay? Now, on Monday, I woke up and I was so excited because I knew I had 1 bowl left of Lucky Charms and I had my mind set on it, okay? So I got up, brushed my teeth, got ready for the day, came downstairs, got my coffee, got the bowl out, got the spoon out, got the milk out, went to the pantry to get the Lucky Charms, and y'all, they were gone. I cannot believe it. I had worked up all this excitement the whole morning to have this 1 bowl of Lucky Charms, and I was so upset that I couldn't, y'all. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been super disappointed because you didn't get something that you felt like you deserved that you should have, right? I felt like I deserved that bowl of Lucky Charms after the week that I had had, you know? And I didn't get it. I feel like that's kind of like the world that we live in right now, is that everything is about me, what I deserve, what I should get, what I don't have that I need to have, you know? All of these things revolve around us. And y'all, something amazing happened. Jesus came to the world, and instead of living his life for himself, which he could have done, he flipped everything upside down and chose to live his life to serve others. That's crazy, crazy. He chose to live his life for you and for me, and he wants to be in a relationship with us. So this whole month, we're gonna be talking about this idea of humility, which is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and stand up, we're gonna sing some songs, and then we're gonna figure out how to do this thing together, how to put others first and give up what we think we deserve, okay? So y'all go ahead and stand on up and let's sing together. Here we go.
Greatest day in history. Death has beaten, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive.
Happy day, I'll never be the same.
place, I am yours. Jesus, you are mine. Endless joy and perfect peace. Earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive. He's alive. And oh, happy day, when you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I am changed. And oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious way, my Lord, that you have saved me. And oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious name, Jesus. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Oh, happy day, when you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. No, forever I am changed. Forever I'm changed. I'm reading my Bible, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. Oh, oh. I'm reading my Bible, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. Oh, whoa. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock,
Thank you.
Yep. Hello, so-and-so friends.
Hey to you and all of our viewers.
From near
and far.
welcome to the So-and-So Show.
I'm John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we have got a show for you today.
That we do. Why don't you tell them about it, John?
Oh, no, my friend, after you.
I insist.
No,
After you.
no, I insist after you. It's time to play a game we call After You!
And now for everyone's favorite game show, After You.
This is a game that requires humility, where you want to put the other person first. So, after you.
What am I supposed to do?
We're going to balance a cup of water on a book, on our heads.
Okay.
Water balancing.
After you! Yes!
Holding your breath in a bucket of water.
After you!
Standing on a box while being hit with a palm frond.
After you. After you. After you. After you.
Nope.
Whoa, whoa.
Keeping a grape in your mouth.
What does it have to do with humility?
What?
I said, what does this have to... Oh.
After you!
Thanks for playing After You.
What a great game.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm so much more humble than you. I put you first every
You
time.
did not put me first.
Sure I did.
No, you did not.
Sure I did. You were the first to drop the water, the first to choke on a grape. I put you first in the game, which makes me first in putting you first. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have put you first by telling you to put me first. But if you put me first, because I let you put me first, I'd still be first at putting you first, which means, oh! It was you who were putting me first all along. Well played, Brandon. Well played.
Uh-huh. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, guys?
Not too much, Kellen. Just being soups humble.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I've got a story for you.
After you, Kellen.
No. I'm humble.
Thank you. Our story picks up just after Jesus shared what he knew would be his last supper with his disciples. His heart was very heavy, so Jesus led his disciples outside to a place called Gethsemane, a kind of garden with olive trees. And Jesus asked Peter, John, and James to keep watch so he could pray. The disciples sat and waited, tired after a full meal, while Jesus went off by himself to pray to God. It was not a happy prayer. Something very bad was going to happen to Jesus that night, and he knew it. He was so sad, so anxious, and he prayed to his Father in heaven with all his might.
My Father, if it is possible, take this cup of suffering away from me. But let what you want be done, not what I want.
He prayed this way for what felt like an hour. But when he returned to his friends, he found them sound asleep.
Couldn't you keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray. Then you won't fall into sin when you are tempted. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak.
3 times, Jesus asked his disciples to stay awake while he prayed. And each time, his friends fell asleep. And then it happened.
Are you still sleeping? Look, the hour has come. The Son of Man is about to be handed over to sinners. Get up. Let us go. Here comes the one who is handing me over to them.
The disciples watched horrified as Judas, one of their friends, came up to Jesus, followed by a large crowd armed with clubs and swords.
Greetings, Rabbi.
Friend, do what you came to do.
Judas went to Jesus at once and kissed him. This was Judas' signal to the armed men that Jesus was the one they should arrest. When they saw the signal, they grabbed Jesus. That's when Peter leapt into action. Peter took out a sword and lifted it. He swung the sword at the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear.
Yeah. Go, Peter.
Woo! Yes! And then Jesus' disciples fought off the armed men and brought Jesus safely back home. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not exactly what happened.
Oh, don't ruin this happy ending for me, Kellen.
So Peter cut off the servant's ear. But then, before things got completely out of hand, Jesus spoke out to the angry crowd.
Put your sword back in its place. All who use the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I can't ask my Father for help? He would send an army of angels right away. But then, how would the scriptures come true? They say it must happen in this way.
Then Jesus touched the man's ear and healed him. But Jesus' disciples, his friends, ran, leaving Jesus alone. He was arrested and taken away. To be continued.
That's not happy at all.
I know, but that's what happened. In fact, things got even worse after that.
Worse?
I don't get why Jesus was arrested in the first place. He didn't do anything wrong.
True.
And if he could have called an army of angels to save the day, why didn't he do that?
Well, it's like what Jesus said when he was praying. He told God, "Let what you want be done, not what I want." Sure, he didn't deserve to be arrested. And sure, he could have easily done something miraculous to save himself. But Jesus knew that God had a bigger plan, so he put God first. And really, by putting God first, he was putting us first, because we were the reason God sent Jesus in the first place.
Oh, so it is a happy ending?
You'll have to wait until next time to find out.
Ah, rats.
Or, you could ask somebody how it ends, or read it in the Bible. It's a very famous story.
Great idea, Kellen. Thank you for the story.
Yeah, thanks.
No problemo. I'll see you guys later.
Later. Okay, so now we know where to turn to find out how to put others first.
Yeah, the After You game.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right. Jesus.
Jesus put his friends first, even though they fell asleep when they should have been keeping watch.
His enemies, too. He actually healed one of the guys who came to arrest him.
He put everyone first, which brings me to a question.
Oh, reveal the question.
How do you put others first?
By letting them order before me at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, or by watching what someone else wants to watch on TV.
See, that's why you sat through 14 hours of baking shows with me last week.
Yeah, and I still don't know what fondant is.
You know what? You win, friend. You win, my friend. You are definitely the most humble person
Not
alive.
a competition.
Well, you're number one.
No.
You're number one. You're number one. No. You're putting me first, so I'm number one. No, you're number two. You're number two.
Talk about it together.
You're number two.
How do you put others first? And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show. Can we go now?
Oh, after you.
Okay.
See? Now I'm number two. I'm number two. I'm number two. Wait.
Well, that wasn't the happy ending that we were all hoping for now, was it? The good news is that that's not the end of the story. Next week, we're going to hear what happens next which isn't great. And then we'll hear what happens after that, which is amazing. All right? But today I want you to walk away remembering that Jesus put others first. And so that means that we can do the same thing. We can put others first in our lives. Now, our memory verse this month helps us to remember just that. All right? So would y'all go ahead and stand up and learn it with me? It goes like this. You're going to point your finger back and forth. And you're going to say, don't do anything just to get ahead. Pretend like you're running, all right? Don't do it to be proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. And that comes from the book Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. All right, let's say it one more time. Don't do anything just to get ahead. Don't do it to be proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. That comes from Philippians 2:3. Awesome job, guys. All right, we're going to pray together, and then I hope you have an amazing week. Will y'all pray with me? Here we go. Dear God, we just thank you for this wonderful day that we get to come and worship you. God, putting others first is really hard, especially when we always want to win or we always want the new cool thing, right? But God, we know that you came to the world to set the perfect example because you wanted us to be a follower of you. And so we want to do just that by putting others first. So would you please help us do that this week? We love you so much. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Awesome job, guys. Well, I had a great time with you today. Tonight, we're going to be doing a Zoom dance party at 5 o'clock, and I really hope that you'll join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week is Easter, and we're going to have so much fun. We've got a great week planned for you, some fun surprises. So join us next week for Easter. I'll see you then. Have a great week. Bye.